Okay, let's go to page 252. Start with number 1. Okay, you have x squared minus 1 over 1 minus x. Okay, so to simplify, first you need to factor the top. So this is your step 2a, the difference of squares. So you're going to get x plus 1, x minus 1. On the bottom, you get 1 minus x. Now, notice this, the orders are switched. So when you switch the subtraction, they are negative each other. So when you cancel, it becomes negative 1. If they are the same, then you cancel, it becomes 1. But if they are reversed, switched, then you cancel, it becomes negative 1. And so now you can distribute and multiply. So you're going to get negative x minus 1. Okay, number 2. Okay, you have at squared minus 2 over at plus 4. Okay, so first you need to go and factor everything. So step 1, common factor, you can factor the 2. So you got 4t squared minus 1. So that's your step 1 common factor. On the bottom, you can factor the 4. So you get 2t plus 1. But there's a square over here, so you have to keep factoring. So this is the difference of square. So that is your step 2a. So you get 2t plus 1, 2t minus 1. On the bottom, you get 4 times 2t plus 1. And this will cancel out, and this cancel. And so your answer would be equal to 2t minus 1 over 2. Now make sure you don't cancel out the 2 because this is a term. Okay, this is part of the term. Okay, number 3. Okay, you have 32m to the 5 n over 24 m squared n squared. So go and get your fraction ready so that as soon as you cancel, you can write it down so you don't forget. Okay, so both of these are divisible by 8. So divide by 8, you get 4. Divide by 8, you get 3. So write it down 4 over 3. Now m5 divided by m2, it will cancel out part of it. So you're going to get m3 left over. Okay, so you're going to get m3. So you can write it down right away. And you got n squared, so when you cancel out, you get n on the bottom. And so that's it for number 3. Okay, number 4. You got 4z3 to the negative 2 over 2z4 to the negative 1. So first, let's go and distribute the exponent. So this would be 4 to the negative 2, z to the negative 6. Okay. This would be 2 to the negative 1, z to the negative 4. So again, first you apply the power rule. Next step is you go and do the flipping. So this gets flipped to the bottom, this gets flipped to the bottom, this gets flipped to the top, this gets flipped to the top. Okay, then after that, you can multiply out the numbers. Then after that, you can go and cancel. So this cancel out, you get 8. So it will be 1 over 8. Okay? And z4 and z6 cancel out, you get z squared on the bottom. And that's it for number 4. Okay, number 5. Okay, you have a to the negative 1 plus b to the negative 2 over a to the negative 2 plus b to the negative 1. Okay, so let's go and flip everything over. Now, because these are terms, so when you flip over, you cannot just flip over to the bottom. You're kind of stuck with this on the top. So when you flip over, you have to stay on the top. So it'd be 1 over a. This one would be 1 over b squared. This one, again, this one's stuck with this plus over here. So you have to stay down here, so it would be 1 over a squared, and this will be 1 over b. Your next step is go ahead and multiply by LCD. So LCD would be a squared, b squared, a squared, b squared, a squared, b squared, a squared, b squared. Okay? So that way you can visualize, you can cancel. So this cancel with that, so you're going to get ab squared. This cancel with that, so you're going to get plus a squared. This one, the a squared cancels, so you can get b squared. This one, b cancels, so you're going to get a squared b. Then after that, you can go and factor out the common factor. So factor out the a, so you're going to get b squared plus a. On the bottom, factor out the b, so you get b plus a squared. Okay, and that's it, nothing to cancel. Okay. Okay, number 6. You got c squared minus c minus 12 over c squared minus 2c minus 8. Okay, so before you cancel anything, you have to factor because all these are terms. So that's going to factor this one. So you need to add to get minus 1. You have to multiply to get negative 12. Right? So you have to add to get the middle, multiply to get to the first and the last. Okay, so start with 1 comma negative 12, 2 comma negative 6, 3 comma negative 4, and that's the one. Okay. So you get c plus 3, c minus 4. Now let's go and factor the bottom. You need to add to get to negative 2. You need to multiply to get negative 8. So start with 1 comma negative 8, 2 comma negative 4, and that's it. So you get c plus 2, c minus 4. Okay. And the c minus 4 will cancel out. So your answer would be just c plus 3 over c plus 2. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, number 7. Okay, you have 2x minus 1 over 3 equal to 3x plus 2 over 6. Okay, so first you need to multiply by LCD or cross multiply to get rid of the fraction. So I'm going to cross multiply. So I'm cross multiply, I get 9x plus 6 equal to, and cross multiply, I get 12x minus 6. So I'm going to consolidate my x first. So minus 9x minus 9x. So this cross out. Now since x is on this side, I need to move this over to the other side. So plus 6 on both sides. So this cross out. So I got 12 equal to 3x. So divide by 3, divide by 3. So I get x equal to 4. Okay, number 8. I'm going to write in a fractional form, so it'll be 3 over 1 minus x over 2 is less than or equal to 4 over 1. Okay, so write it in the fractional form, easier to visualize. So first I'm going to get rid of the fraction, so I'm going to multiply by LCD. So multiply by 2. So it would be 6 minus x is less than or equal to 8. Then minus 6 on both sides. So I got negative x is less than or equal to 2. Then divide by negative 1. Now you have to change direction when you divide or multiply by negative number. So you got x is greater than or equal to negative 2. Okay. Okay, number 9. Okay, you have x squared over 6 equal to x over 3 plus 5 over 2. Okay, so multiply by LCD. So multiply by 6 on every term. So this cancel out. So I get x squared equal cancel out. So we got 2x. This cancel out. So we got 15. Next step, because there's a square, so we need to make it equal to 0 so we can do the factoring. So minus 2x on both sides. So this will cancel out. Minus 15 on both sides. So this will cancel out. So you get x squared minus 2x minus 15 equal to 0. Then you have to do the factoring. So you have to add to get negative 2. You have to multiply to get negative 15. So start with 1 comma negative 15. 2 cannot. So 3 comma negative 5, and that's it. Okay. So you're going to get x plus 3 x minus 5. So from here, you're going to get x equal to negative 3. From here, you're going to get x equal to 5. Okay, number 10. Okay, you have 3x over 4 plus 1 over 1. Again, I'm putting a fractional form. It's greater than x minus 1 over 2. Okay, so that's going to multiply by LCD to get rid of the fraction. So multiply by 4. So this cancel out. So you get 3x plus 4 is greater than. Okay, so you got 2. So multiply, you get 2x minus 2. You cancel and you multiply out. Okay, next step. Okay, I'm going to move variable to this side. So minus 2x on both sides. So this cancel out. And I'm going to move the number to this side. So minus 4 on both sides. Again, write down what you're going to do and then do it, right? It helps you to visualize. It helps you to cut down on mistakes. So x is greater than negative 6. Okay, and that's it. Okay, number 11. The 3x over 2 minus 1 over 1 equal to 5 over 1. Again, I'm writing in the fractional form. Okay, so easier to visualize. And we can multiply by LCD. So multiply by 2 on, to get rid of the fraction. So this cancel out. So you get 3x minus 2 equal to 10. Then plus 2 on both sides. So you got 3x equal to 12. Divide by 4, divide by 4. So x equal to divide by 3. Divide by 3, so x equal to 4. Okay, number 12. Here you have 1/2 x squared plus 7 over 3x minus 4 is less than 0. Okay, so that's right in the fractional form. So the x squared over 2 plus 7x over 3 minus 4 over 1 is less than 0. Multiply by LCD, so multiply by 6 to get rid of the fraction. So this cancel out. So I get 3x squared. This cancel out. I get plus 14x. This one does not cancel, so it would be minus 24. It's less than 0. 6 times 0 is still 0. Okay, so from here, you need to do factoring. So you go through a checklist. So this would be step 4. So you need to add to get 14. You need to multiply to get negative 72. Okay, so start with 1 comma negative 72, 2 comma negative 36, 3 comma negative 24. Okay, 4. When you get to 4, you want to use the 2. So this is twice as much as that. So this would be half of that. So minus 18. 5 does not work. So 6, again, you can use the 3. So this is twice as that. So this would be half of that. So it would be negative 12. Okay? And then, well, actually, before you do that, you kind of have to look ahead. Notice over here you get negative 14, right? So you don't even need to do the 6. Okay? Because 4 minus 18 will give you negative 14. So the number is correct, but the sign is wrong. So you're just going to go 18 comma negative 4. So sometimes you kind of have to look at what you're getting. Okay, so you don't do things blindly. Right? Again, from here you're going to get negative 14, but so negative 14, the number is correct, the sign is wrong. So just go and switch it. Okay, so you're going to get x and 3x. Okay, so you need to do the inside first. So this would be the inside, so it would be plus 6. Right? 3 times 6 gives you 18. This is the outside, so it would be minus 4. Okay, so set equal to 0 to solve. Right? Again, you're looking for the zeros. Okay? Even though this is less than, but you want to set it equal to 0 so you can find out where the 0 points are. So minus 6 on both sides, so x equal to negative 6. This one you plus 4. So you got 3x equal to 4. Divide by 3, divide by 3. So x equal to 4 over 3. So these two numbers are your zeros. Okay? So when you sketch, So you got negative 6 and you got 4 over 3. And the graph is going to go like this. Okay. Now your next step is you have to look at which part do you need to get. Okay, remember this is your y. All right, that's your y. So you're looking at y less than 0. So y less than 0 is this part right over here. Okay, right? Less than 0 is on the bottom part. Okay, so this is the part you need to get. And therefore, and again, you have to switch back to the x. So it'll be negative 6 would be less than x, less than 4 over 3. Okay, and that would be the answer.